What's up everybody, this is BC, Bryan Casella. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first video that you're watching, go ahead and subscribe now, as I do a lot of content for sales, real estate, mindset, cars, anything and everything you need to have a better life and enjoy it in the process. So, I wanted to do a video today on buying homes, properties, for pennies on the dollar. I've talked about it a little bit before, I've mentioned it in my other videos, but now I really want to give you guys a little bit more detail about this process, how I did it, and how you can go about it. I'm not gonna sell you a program. I will at the very end plug in Mike Wolf, who is the guy who taught me everything. I invested in his system. I met him through my real estate coach, but this isn't like a pyramid scheme or anything like that. I'm not making any money off this. I'm just giving you the information which you can take and use on your own, or you can talk to Mike and go through his program, which of course I recommend because I did it. Okay, I currently right now have 3 properties in Texas, in Houston, right? Here's the process, right? Every county in the United States has a tax deed auction, meaning there are properties in all these counties throughout the United States, right? And of course, the rules and everything that I'm explaining, this particular one pertains to Houston, Texas, and the auctions that I go to, that I attended, that I learned from with Mike, and now I'm giving you this information from that perspective, right? So other counties, other cities may be completely different. Don't quote me on it. Everybody has their own rules, all right? So let me play out a scenario for you. A homeowner goes delinquent on his taxes, right? The county wants his taxes. After a while that he's in that delinquency, it gets to a point where they're gonna auction off his property. And if that owner doesn't come back with what he's delinquent in taxes, he's gonna lose the property at auction, right? So what happens is the first Tuesday of every month, they have these auctions in Houston. And then you show up to the city steps, they have different little booths right there with the sheriffs, and they auction off the property. So let's say auction A, right? The starting bid is always gonna be what they owe, what they're delinquent in taxes. So if this is a $100,000 property and they're delinquent $3,000 in taxes, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The starting bid is $3,000. Now, if somebody goes and bids $3,000 and no one else does, boom, you get the house. Now, additionally, every single county and city has what's called a redemption period. A redemption period means there's a window of time that owner can come back to the government, pay their delinquency in taxes, and they get the property back. In Houston, it's 6 months. 6 months. Meaning, if on month 5, day 29 or day 30, before the 31st, the guy comes and pays his taxes, which happened to one of the properties that I bought, he gets it back. But here's the kicker. In this situation in Houston, they will send you back your money, what you paid. Let's say it was $3,000, they'll send you $3,000 plus an additional 25%. So, in essence, you have a win-win here. You either get a property or you make an investment where you make 25%. Pretty sweet deal, isn't it? All right. Now, there's a lot more that goes into it. Obviously, beforehand, there's some websites that you can access to research, to find out what property is gonna go up for sale. Again, we always check all the way up to the night before, because once people find out that their house is gonna be auctioned off, they'll make a payment or pay off their taxes just to get it off the list, right? I'm sure, you know, it varies state by state. I'm sure there's a minimum amount they can pay to take it off the auction, or maybe they have to pay the full amount, I'm not sure, but a lot of people end up paying like right before, so those properties are taken off the auction, all right? So basically the process is very simple. You would just show up, and if you did your research beforehand, you can just show up, bid, and buy a property. It's really, really that simple, guys. Now here's the thing, with Mike, the reason I'm gonna recommend Mike is when you go there, I went, his program was a 3-day training. He walks us through, he takes us to the auction, he introduces you to his team. He has another guy there named Bryan, which is funny because my name's Bryan, and that guy will actually later on, from the comfort of your home, you can email him and tell him, hey, I'm looking at property ABC, go bid, and you know, max bid 5,000 on this one, 4,000 on this one, 6,000 on this one, and he goes. And then he's only gonna charge you at the auctions if he bids for you and wins. He'll charge you $500, right? Now obviously, you know, per the whole thing with Mike, I can't give too many details about his process, but he streamlines the process, has people that will go out and look at the properties for you beforehand and send you pictures and video. And then he has property management in place, which is extremely important if you're gonna buy investment properties. You need a rock solid property manager, ladies and gentlemen. That will make your life so much easier. Do not manage your own properties, please. They charge 75 bucks a month, and if typical rent out there for a small house is anywhere from 800 to 1,000 a month, that's really not that bad, okay? They have a waiting list of grade A tenants ready to go in there that aren't gonna give you problems. Their eviction rates are really low. But anyways, I'll cut it off there. I'll leave a link in the description to Mike's website. I don't want to make this a sales pitch. I've personally gone through it, so I, of course, vouch for it. I've bought properties. I know a bunch of people that have. He travels, the United States. He teaches this in different cities. I just learned it in Houston. I know he's working with some institutional investors as well on a different part of the tour. I'm not going to go too much into detail on that because the majority of the questions that I'm getting are about these particular properties that you can buy for pennies on the dollar. So that's the process in Houston. I know there's tax deed auctions everywhere. Every city and county, again, I remember is different. Just advertising it to you. I don't want you to show up over in Kansas or if you're in Minnesota and then pretend like the same rules apply for Houston. So do your research. You can do a lot of it. Tax deed auction. And if you have any other questions, go ahead and reach out to me personally, or you can check the link in the description below to Mike's website. Talk to him. Really cool dude, very down to earth, great mentor to have, massively successful investor. Okay, that's it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like the button, share it, because I know this is a strategy that a lot of people don't know about, or they don't really know about in detail, and I think it'll help them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See ya.